So there's something I haven't told y'all about. I know this isn't related to the plot that I've construed. So there's something I haven't told you about. I learned something a few days ago about a certain thing. And, I think you should be ready to see what that thing is. Co-authored by series creator. Memories trapped in blood lie at the center of this tale. Ooh. Oh? Huh? Who are these folks? Lid? We have Zen. Whoa. Huh? Ooh. Wait, what? What the frick? Lafia? Eyes? What the f... Who the hell are these two? What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Belle? What is going on? Whoa. Kaylee blood? What the f... Huh? Whoa! Wait. What's going on? The Beast and the Cursed Blade. Strike of the Blood Fourth. To Memoria Freese. I can finally reveal it. Folks, it's already been revealed for y'all. So, is that Naza? Bruh. Also, okay. Well, there it is. There it is. The Beast and the Cursed Blade. Ooh, I gotta love that title. So, hold on. How long is that event till? Okay, until the 28th of next month. Okay, so, I'm gonna fill you in with some stuff. First of all, welcome back to another episode of Dungeon of the Hour Motomero no Mashigati To Memoria Freese Y3. I know that I said this would be an Aurario Academia episode. It's sadly not. Ooh, we also have Heroic Trials. Also, this just said... Hold up. If I'm not mistaken, this just said Encounter. So does this mean that this is going to be a two-parter? Because if it's a two-parter, let's go! We haven't had a two-part crossover event in a long time. But we'll get to that in a second. I know that this episode was going to be all about Aurario Academia, but sadly it's not, because there's much more important things that we have to talk about. So, I heard about this event, this crossover a few days ago. I didn't know the name, I didn't know the official name for it, but I knew that it was a thing. I've never watched, I forget what the anime even is, freaking... The Fifth Blood thing. I haven't watched it. But I am planning on watching it. Because there's technically time. And so for the first time ever... So, well, not for the first time ever. With, oh god, what do you call it? With Goblin Slayer, I did watch a little bit of Goblin Slayer to get to know the characters. Ahead of time... of that event, I guess. Not ahead. After I heard about the... So, what I'm planning on doing... Because this event's going to be out for quite a while. Okay, so my plan is... I'm going to watch the entire anime. So then I can actually get a solid nail on who these characters are, and I can tell you all about them and everything. And so, if you're wondering when I'm going to be playing the Beast and the Cursed Blade thing, let's not put a date on it yet. But let's aim for episode 1075, or episode 1070. Let's aim for that, though I can't promise anything. Anyway, now that we've covered that, let's do this. Because I did some offline mining. Let's get these medamulets and a bunch of, gnome tickets, and get ourselves the frick out of here, dude. Ooh, man, I've done a lot of grinding today. I'm surprised that I got anything. Speaking of getting anything, also, I know that I'm not going to be able to get everything, but I've kind of just come to terms with that. What was I going to say? Ooh, yes, please. Okay, I guess we just get a bunch of Fate Stones, yeah. So some stuff happened, and I'm gonna tell you all about that stuff in just a minute. Well, not some stuff happened, but we need to talk about last episode. Because it is needed. This episode is sort of an amalgamation. It's more of an interlude than anything. So I'll probably have... Oh, I give stuff. Ah, okay, yeah, because it's White Day. Oh, yeah, we did the same thing for what do you call it? Xenos' Valentine. Forgot about that. Anyway, like I was saying, we need to talk about the last episode. So, holy lord, I didn't know I was gonna be able to pull that whole thing off. That was a real clutch episode that I got to record. Also, you notice that it's 12:50. I'm really recording this I'm recording this episode into the first hour of, well, day 1057. Because believe it or not, folks, that's what I did for last episode. Last episode, I recorded the entire thing in the early morning. The very, very early morning of, well, day 1056. So, pretty wackadoodle. But yeah. That was the thing that happened. And I didn't think I was going to be able to get that animation in on time. I was so happy I was able to do it, though. Oh my lord. That took so much time. Especially the rainbow bit. I know the rainbow bit goes by so fast and you probably don't even notice it. You probably didn't even think much of it. But, dude, that rainbow bit was the one thing that was preventing me from uploading that episode entirely. Oh my lord. That... oh my god. Anyway, the point is that I did it. I hope y'all like the animation. It took a long time to do. I liked it. I kinda am not proud of myself. I'm not too fond of a certain part, and the certain part that I'm not too fond of is when, I write a certain stellar bond in the actual intro sequence. I kind of hate that. I kind of hated that I did that because I feel like I could have done a whole lot more then. I feel like I definitely could have done something more there. But the fact of the matter is, I didn't. And so, yeah. But I think it was better that I didn't do anything. Because, it was my first, it was a 2-minute animation. Alright, 1,000, and I remember this specifically, 1,385 frames. That's a lot of frames, and sure, a lot of stuff was repeated over and over and over, but I don't know. I feel like I really could have done better with, you know, yeah, near the end. But I also, like, it was my fault because I gave myself a time limit, and I kind of wanted to get this whole... I kind of really wanted to get that whole plot episode over with, so that I can enjoy the rest of my spring break and do whatever the hell I'm doing right now. AE, finishing watching the entirety of Danganronpa 1 again, so that I can watch somebody play Danganronpa 2. Which is going really well, by the way. I'm at the final episode of Biju Mike's playthrough of Danganronpa 1, and before I decided to do that, I was like, hey, I should record To Memoria Freese, and here I am. Anyway, that's it. We're finished with Dungeon Whiteout. I got all the bonds, so that's pretty cool. There are some more things that I still want to talk about, though. So, let's talk in the new free gacha, dude. What the frick? All these characters look so... I mean, I know that it's like Lafia and Eyes and Naza. I think Naza's... Okay, so I gotta talk about Naza first, because this might not seem... You might not have noticed it in the intro. But you know the bit, right, where it was like, you know, such as Prism, 2-star, 3-star, 4. Well, when I showed that, I kind of did some symbolism. I was kind of putting in some symbolism there, because, okay. Well, obviously the prism didn't really have much symbolism, except, you know, it's a prism bond. Like the god of all bonds. And then Star Bond appeared, and it was like, ha 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 ha, I am stronger and better and more manly than you. That's not the point. The point is that I try to make it like there was a sort of theme, that there was a relevance to each of the bonds. So, with Hermes and Dionysus, Hermes sort of being related to the whole season 3 fiasco that went down, like, not even 100 episodes ago. Well, yeah, not even 100 episodes ago. And then, and then Dionysus relating to that one event between Aki and Raoul, you know, the Christmas event that they had that was really adorable and cute, and adorable and cute, you know? So that's what that was relating to. And then Tion and Tiona, I think Tion and Tiona went before, Tion and Tiona's relevance is to, of course, Turbulent Shore Rondo, and Duo of Sun and Moon or something. I think that's what the name it was. Yeah. And then Naza was a nod... Originally, Naza was going to be a nod to how, like, underrated character. But then I realized, when I saw the thumbnail for this event, I'm like, oh shit, Naza's here. So, let's put a little bit of a sneaky thing. And so, you might not have noticed it, but there was symbolism, and there you go, revealed. All secrets are being revealed. So yeah. Dionysus and Hermes are sort of like, okay, bonds that we've already passed, and now they're like the bonds of the past, and then Tion and Tiona are like the bonds, a part of the story that we couldn't finish, and so it's unfinished, so we're going to do that at some point, and then of course Naza relating to the future. So it's like past, broken, it's like finished, unfinished, to be finished, or to be started. Anyway, I just thought I should talk about that. Also, we have a lot of characters here, dude. I still think this whole cosplay thing with whatever this character's name is, that's hilarious. I wonder how Naza's gonna be. Naza seems to be getting a lot more attention, in the recent events. And also, Welf is there! And Belle, as we saw. It's all very, very interesting. Now see, this is what I was talking about. So now we're gonna get into the Okay, I still want to talk about the intro. Okay, so the intro, right? One last thing that I want to talk about the intro of the last episode. That Goliath was the peak of that intro. The Goliath, holy shit, dude. That took me such a long time to do that. I had to literally go back into episode 1000 and look at the caricature or like the sprite, I guess you could say. I call it caricature, but the sprite of the Goliath. And I had to, and since you can't really see the Goliath like face to face, you can only see the side, I kind of just had to make up with what I could see of the face, and that's what I did. And I know I could have easily gone back to the end of season 1 of Memory, the fucking main anime, and then being like, I'll just copy and paste all this. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something cool, because I did copy and paste a bunch of the bonds, and I had to like crop a lot of stuff. So I wanted some parts of the animation to be unique. And last thing, the whole like beginning bit with like the previous 4 or 5 animated intros, sort of rewinding the rain and all that. I just thought I should add that because that was pretty cool. It added something. I don't know, man. I liked it. And that's all I have to say about the intro. Now let's talk about the episode itself. So, the episode itself was actually a lot better than I thought. I think that was really good. That was like almost over, I think that was over a full hour of just pure plot. And sure, a lot of it was my rambling. Sure, a lot of it was like deciding this and this and this and that. But in the end, that was a pretty tight fucking episode, dude. That was a pretty tight fucking part to the grand tale, that I'm construing. So yeah, I liked it. I enjoyed doing that. But here's another thing. The Kino team. So, I mentioned the Kino team. Because the leader of the Kino team, if you watched the last episode, the leader of the Kino team, Photo and So, is the... how did I describe it? Is the not the inhabitor, the inheritor of the first star bonds. And I said that the Kino team might become a part of the Vanguard if it had more folks. If there were to be another crossover, and that's I think I intentionally said that because I knew about this whole crossover thing that you're now only finding out about. And so yeah, we're going to put all these folks together. Like a lot of stuff was already like in my mind planned. So whoever we get from this gacha, probably not Naza and probably not Eyes because they're main characters, but they're not side characters. So like this whole team would just be full side characters except for the assists. But anyway, yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. So now here's the last thing that I want to say. Kinda. Look, and I'm gonna be honest, right, folks? I loved the lore episode. Should we just exit out here? I think we should. Yeah, let's exit out here. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we all loved, or maybe not. It depends on if you enjoy the plot stuff. I didn't really throw it on y'all when episode 1000 came about, but I kind of did at the same time. So yeah, plot. I enjoyed it. I really liked it. I had originally planned for it to be more perfect, not in the sense of like how it went, but more so of when it would be uploaded. Because because I guess I just had this whole idea construed in my mind that, and it's like, oh yeah, episode 1000 is the first part of the Grand Tell, I keep on saying the Grand Tell, it's not the Grand Tell, it's the Grand Tale, that I've construed, and then episode 1050 would be the second part, and then episode 1100 would be the third part, and so on and so forth. But obviously that's not the case. So, yeah. So, I guess now this means something really crazy, which I didn't expect to find out, but I guess this means to expect plot episodes pop up when you least expect it. They're going to pop out when you least expect it. They're not... All of them aren't probably going to be as grand as the previous, as shown by episodes 1001 to 1006. I keep on thinking that the last episode, that the episode where, like, the ending was, like, a fifth bond, dun, 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 like that. But I think that's 1000, it doesn't matter. But the point is that those episodes are highly... There's a high probability that you'll see more of those until we get to another huge part 3. So just be wary of that. Be very wary of that. Right now, I have no plans. Well, not that I have no plans, but I don't have any idea of how to continue the plot from here. You could say that the logical progression or the logical continuation would be, okay, we've gathered all the bonds, we've leveled up all the teams, all the battalions, and then we just head straight into a rematch with the Goliath. And although I would agree with you, I feel like there's something more to do. What that something is, dunno. I dunno, mate. So we're just gonna have to find out. It'll be a while. That's all I can say, though. It'll be a while until the next one. I don't know how long, but it definitely won't be episode 1100. That'll probably be an event extravaganza or something. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's all I have to talk about. Once again, I did exercise today. I'm so glad I got done with the plot episode. I'm so glad that it got uploaded. I said today, not... I meant yesterday, but... the point is, I'm so glad that I got that plot episode done. I got to relax yesterday. I have, 4 days left of spring break, and I want to just... I want to read manga, I want to watch anime, and I want to find out what the fuck is going on with the Danganronpa fanbase when they say the second game is better than the first. I want to know what's going on. Anyway, with that, we have reached the end to the first, well, not the first, this is probably like the millionth interlude. That's what I'm probably going to call this episode. I'm going to call this episode, the 1 millionth interlude. Yeah, that's a pretty good title. Oh, right, one more thing. I forgot what the name of the anime is, but I know it has something to do with blood. The crossover. Like I said, I'm gonna try to figure out times to watch that. Because right now I'm kind of just deep into Danganronpa. I honestly can't get my eyes off the screen of this fucking franchise. It's actually ridiculous. It's not healthy. But we'll see. I'll try to carve out some time. I need to carve out some time because I want, for the first time, because I don't think we'll get another crossover event after this one for a very long time, or at least that's what I'm theorizing. And I want to be able, if this is this series' last crossover event that it sees, I want it to be one that I can both enjoy, be surprised by, and also understand in terms of the characters that are going to be crossing over to Arario. So I just want to see. I want to learn. You know what I mean? I've always been a curious George, if you will. But anyway, like I said, this comes to an end. We have come to an end to an interlude that ended up being a bit longer than I thought, but I think that was good. You know, we got to talk about the intro, we got to talk about last episode. Well, that sort of just fits it. Let's talk about last episode. We got to talk about Kino team, what's up, what's coming, symbolism, all that kind of stuff. So this is sort of a combobulation of things. So you know what? I call this episode Limbo. Yeah. Oh, can we make that? Oh, wait a minute. Could this secretly be a plot episode in of itself? Holy shit, dude. How wild would that be? How absolutely bonkers would that be? Imagine if I just end this episode off with an animation, right? That's just like, end of Act 6, and it's like, imagine, right? Imagine it's like, after recording this episode, I'd realized that there was not only 4 seasons of the Blood show. That's I don't know. I only remember fucking Blood. The 5th Blood show. Yeah. So it would be like, after this episode, I realized that not only did the 5th Blood show have 4 seasons, but it also had a 5th. and then it's like, end of Act 6. Alright, folks. Thank y'all for watching. Arigato gozaimasu. And sayonara.